Rudy Limon. I was actually introduced to GOGI by Captain RC. I was on the executive body on the MACRIP committee, and he had mentioned this class, GOGI. It was in 2016. So I had went and signed up and see what the class was about. And from there, I just blossomed. It's just been able to teach me how to make better decisions, positive decisions, and step out of the old way that I used to think. It found me doing GOGI and visiting and classes. I GOGI my wife, I go with my kids, my mom, my dad. Every time we have a visit, I'm usually GOGIing somebody. And when I was working in there for a year and a half, some of the visitors would call me to their table because they were in some of the groups that we had, and they would tell me, Rudy, come here, GOGI my dad, because he doesn't understand what the GOGI is. So it gave me a sense of pride, let me know that some of the positive decision tools that I'm sharing with other inmates are sinking in, and they're starting to embrace it. So I decided to take it even further and step up my levels, and my goal, of course, is to become a coach. I was just told today that all I have to do is one more book and 4 reference letters, I can become peer coach. So that's awesome news. So it's just something that it's just a different change of way of living. It gives me something to look forward to when I'm teaching some of the young kids that are coming into prison, telling them, look, get yourself into a GOGI. I give them, self-help books for the incel program. I go there and I sit there and I help some of them. I've been a big advocate on trying to get the GOGI into the building, and we had tables installed in the building, which we haven't yet gotten in there. And now that this power up is coming into play, I see that a big step. Even if we get it started here inside the gym, maybe it'll trickle into the buildings. So this way, where we have leaders, some of the GOGI leaders that we have in some of our classes are able to do the power-ups inside the buildings, into their prospective buildings, so we don't have to worry about, trying to get an authorization to go into another building, but when we already have a GOGI leader in that building that can do it. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's one of the pluses that I hold dear, that if I become a coach, that I've accomplished what I've tried. So I can go out there one day and mentor young students, young adults, not to make the same decisions that I made, the negative decisions, and kind of show them that with the proper tools, they can achieve whatever it is they want to do without getting into the negative aspects of life. Thank you. It's because some of the tools, I realized that I was using them without even having a name to them. So that's what kind of attracted me to it. I was like, oh, okay, I have thought about this, and I have to use this. And when Captain RC had told me about this, look, hey, there's this new class going on, I think you'll really be interested in it, and I said, I'm going to give it a shot. So I did, and I like that I'm able to identify, and I tell a lot of these guys that do just barely come into the class, when they start realizing, hey, I didn't notice that what I was doing, or these decisions that I'm making, or this positive thought or this positive action that I'm using, I've done it before, but I just didn't have a name to it. I said, well, that's good. Now you're able to identify with it, you're able to master it, and it works. It's working for a lot of people in here that I've talked to. GOGI has actually had a big impact on my life, like I said earlier, that it's changed who I am and how I think. So I credit a lot of my change, my internal spirit, I should say, to GOGI. I'm Rudy Limon, and I'm a face of GOGI.
I'm also Augustus, and I came to this prison in 2017, and I went to a documentation hearing, and in the hearing, the commissioner asked me if I've heard of GOGI, and I said no, never heard of it. Never heard of GOGI. We like GOGI. For the purposes of board, parole, I searched this class out. Already in the transition of trying to find myself. So I found GOGI, signed up for it, and eventually I ended up in GOGI. And for a while, it takes a lot of convincing me to take a group seriously. If there's no substance, then I end up leaving because I'm really looking for something to help me become a better person. And being a very emotional creature that I am, I started listening to some of the stories of the guys, and I'm a pretty open guy with humor and hide behind it a little bit. And then GOGI, I started to share because one of my purposes that I believe I found this purpose based on a lot of the tools of GOGI is I am supposed to be a mentor. I am supposed to speak to people, encourage people, motivate people, and GOGI opened up a lot of doors for me to be more transparent with how I feel. It allowed me to explore the parts of me that I'd never really looked at. Going back into my childhood, it took a lot of strength. It took the guys, a lot of the peer coaches in the class that I consider peer coaches, to push me a little further. For me, GOGI now, being in it for I think almost 2 years, has helped me develop a better way of communicating with people, how I feel, my family, my friends, and to get to awesomeness, it really took me to let go of a lot of feelings that I used to have, and it actually took me to make choices, things that I was afraid to do because of the perception of people. It made me feel comfortable enough to, brave enough, have courage enough to take the steps in that direction. It got me here today, and I put my all into a lot of this stuff now. And GOGI has really, this today has cemented that for me. Because being as I did not want to be on camera or draw pictures that I draw all the time, but this is something that is not for me. This is for everyone out there. I want to have service. I now have decided to take steps further into being a mentor and a peer coach, and hopefully a coach one day. This is something I believe that I am supposed to do. I believe that I'm supposed to be a mentor. I think that for me, the what if will be real. I have nothing but myself to give to people, and I think that is what makes the world better. So I think if I had a what if, it would be like, it is going to happen. I'm going to be a mentor, and I'm going to try one step at a time to help change the world. To everybody out there, family, friends, and any person out there that may feel discouraged, or may feel like they're in the dark, or may feel like no one cares, there's this goodness inside of people that truly can give that bubble up of life that you need, a smile, a hello. Human kindness is something that is very important. If you pay attention to kids, you'll see it all the time. And I think that if you love yourself, then everything else falls into place, and it starts there. How do you love yourself? Well, believe everything about yourself that is good. Take away the opinions of people. Opinions are just opinions. I think if you believe that you can be an astronaut, you can. And if you need to be loved, you must first love yourself. And that's GOGI for life. That's the GOGI. I am a face of GOGI. My name is the awesome Augustus Thrash. Peace out. GOGI love.